Alrighty, I'm going to go with we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Phantom Racing Pro League Series. Going to be going on at Talladega. Going to be a different kind of stream tonight because I'm going to be the only one in the booth. We had to make some last-second arrangements, and we have 9 cars in the field, and Hamlin is coming out of retirement to race in the Pro Series again. So definitely going to be looking forward to that. And it's going to be an interesting night tonight. And I really don't know how we're going to do this by ourselves, man, but we're going to give her the old college try. So I think right now we're getting the invites and just waiting on the all clear from the drivers. Not going to be any early day podcasts from me and Hamlin tonight, which really stinks because I like doing those. It's a really good way to open up the race, but I'm still going to open it up the regular way. We're going to start with the pre-race picks. Right now, the drivers that are in the top 8, even though this is a cutoff race, are all locked in. So I believe we should be seeing some guys just going out there just to get the win. A win here could help you in the point standings and help you extend your points gap from the driver that you are currently ahead of. As I'm trying now to pull up standings. I definitely got a good one ahead of us tonight. But I think before we get in here, I think my pick to win this race is going to be the 5-car Parley. And for my sleeper pick, I think I'm going to go with that 24 Black Cross coming off the win. Oh, wait, yeah. No, I'm on the right. I just want to make sure, yeah. Yeah, the 24 Black Cross coming off the win in New Hampshire. So he'll be looking to definitely improve on that. As now, all the drivers are in the lineup. B-Man, good question. So the difference between the Pro Series and the Pro-Am Series, so think of the Pro Series as like the Cup Series and the Pro-Am Series as the lower division. So it's kind of like the Xfinity Series. So this is the main guys. Like, these are the best guys. Right now, riding on board with Parley as the 78 of 19 will be leading them to green. Had the lag showers. Thank you. Everything NASCAR, doing a good job of explaining it right there. Thank you, buddy. So now we have 9 cars here. And if you look there's the 11 of Hamlin coming out of retirement to race today at Talladega. As we're going to ride on the front bumper of 19 millimeter. As they come to the green in the restart zone, and we are green flag at Talladega. And just so everybody's aware that this is going to be a 2-1-2 when it comes to green flag pit stops. 2 in the first stage, 1 in the second, and 2 to end it. Oh boy. As we're seeing right now, might be getting hit with some of those lag storms. Yeah, the lag storms might be coming out here at Talladega. These restrictor plate tracks have been known for their storms. known to be under rain delay, and that is looking like what's happening here. And Elvin will not be behind the board putting up the lag showers. But we're going to have to wait for the new lobby to come in. Yeah, there's a small field tonight for reasons I cannot explain. We tried to figure that out at the beginning and really weren't able to come up with an answer. So, but we know how much we wanted to get this race in. Talladega, always a fun track. You always want to be able to get that one in. So we made sure to make sure that you guys could have a good race tonight. As my cat is just absolutely scurrying around my room. But right now, we're just sitting here waiting on the next round of invites. So to join, you would have to get in touch with either Elvin Priest or Parley. And you can go there. I'm pretty sure they're on the main page description of like how to get in touch with them. Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not what you want to see. We're hoping that Elvin will come to his senses here and run it, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Thank you, everything. Everything NASCAR coming in clutch. I'm pretty sure that's the best contact info for him. That's how he reached out to me, so. But yeah, no, you can definitely. Yeah, the Pro-Am has a couple of openings, I believe. I know there's a couple of drivers from the Pro-Am series, like Mark McAtack. He'll be moving up to the Pro Series. I think MFF Kari will also be moving up to the Pro Series next season, so that's 2 spots opening up. I don't know if they've been filled yet. You'll have to get in touch with Elvin. He'll get you in touch with whoever you need to get in touch with. But yeah, no, there's definitely openings, and we really welcome anybody who wants to join and learn how to do customs. I don't know how to do that. I just know how to talk. I'd like to think that I'm pretty decent at it, but that is yet to be determined. Right now, I am just sitting here entertaining myself, waiting to see what the outcome is of the new lobby, because I can't pull up a stream because I don't have anybody, because I usually just go to Parley, but he's not streaming tonight. Oh, everything NASCAR, that would be sweet, dude. To have you in one of the races would be absolutely awesome. Let's see. If I can pull up. Oh, and I believe that is my invite to join the new lobby. I don't know exactly where they are because, like I said, I don't have a stream to pull up, but we're going to figure it out as we go. You guys are figuring it out with me just about as well as I'm doing it myself. So, but I think right now the only thing I can do, because I don't really have a stream to go off of, So now we're about to jump into this race here to see. Sorry about the moment of silence. I completely lost my train of thought there. But jumping in here. Hopefully the lag storms are gone as we're green flag racing here. The 50 out to the early lead. Shack Attack on the inside, running that inside lane. 78 on the outside line forming here. As I unfortunately missed the green flag, I apologize, but we're a little bit discombobulated tonight, but we're racing now. And to have C2 lines is actually pretty encouraging. Drivers being really aggressive. Everything NASCAR coming in clutch again. I don't know if Farley is live right now, but we're going to look at that. Is right now the 78 car of 19mm currently out in front, leading the field with the 24 Black Cross behind him. 24 coming off of an awesome win last week over at New Hampshire with a very clutch win. If you want to know more about that, definitely go back and watch that. And remember, we got cars spinning in the back. And that'll bring out the yellow early, as it is the 44 of Field Filler. And Alvin Priest is sticking it out. Alvin Priest going to race tonight. Very good. Oh, and MFF Kari. Oh, a lot of damage on that 6 car. Yeah, you saw it from the rear view. Guy's getting squirrely, came down, probably tried to fill a gap that wasn't there, and hooked himself right back into the wall. Heavy damage on the 6 car of MFF Kari. Like we talked about in the beginning, Kari will be in this Pro Series at the start of next season. Look at this, though. Hamlin choosing to stay out and resume and take over the lead as we come back to the green flag. And we're back under green at Talladega. Hamlin, my booth partner, trying to hold on to that lead, but the 78 of 19 gets shot out of a cannon to the high side and will fight for the lead, but here comes Hamlin back to the inside. Wow, look at this. Even lines on the inside and outside. 5 and 5, and they're running nose to tail. Separating through the corners. You definitely don't want to be hooking anybody through the corners because that's just a recipe for disaster. But Hamlin doing a good job right now. Hasn't raced in a 2-month span, somewhere around there. But right now, currently pacing the field. With the 24 Black Cross and the 47 of Portal also jumping up to the Pro Series for today. Wants to see if he can do better than he did in the Pro-Am race. And right now, doing just that, riding there in P3 as everybody now goes single file to the inside. Bet you Hamlin didn't think he'd be out here leading this thing, but that's what we have going on right now. Is we are now 7 laps through stage number 1. Oh, now looking at the chat, McLovin, I love it, dude. Winky, winky. All right. Right now, you're starting to see that second group starting to fall back a little bit, maybe trying to form a run to get the outside going, and that's exactly what they do. The 78 of 19mm jumps to the outside and will now try to fight for the lead. We saw a lot of trouble with this in the Pro-Am series on Saturday with that outside line really struggling to keep that momentum. But when you have guys jumping around, it's really easy to lose that momentum. But right now, the outside line doing very good at just sticking their line, not bobbing and weaving, hooked right onto each other's bumper. It's exactly what you want to see. Good side-by-side racing here at Talladega as we see Blackcross get a little loose to the inside. What's going on, Big Rig? Right now, though, still staying side by side. The outside line sticking with it. So now we see in the back the 5 of Parley jumps up to that outside line, trying to improve his position. Like I said at the start of this, everybody in the top 8, even though it's a cutoff race, has been locked into their position. So everything you see here, it's all for pride and win, baby. Exactly what you want to see at Talladega. Everybody jostling for a win. No care about points. As now we see the outside line become the preferred line. The 24 gets loose on the inside. And just barely, maybe sideswipes one of the outside cars, but keeps it together and keeps it straight. Is now 19mm in the 78. Will be pacing this field around this 2.5-mile oval. Oh, everything. I would have already been in the wall, the infield grass. I would be riding in the back so soon. But right now, though, look who's in that P2 spot. It's the 6 of MFF Kari. Definitely making a good comeback after that wreck we saw on lap 4. Here is now we're coming to lap number 12. Still waiting on that first round of these green flag pit stops that we're potentially going to see. As you can just see, we're going to ride on board with the bumper cam of MFF Kari. Just see how steady he holds that line. Gets it right down to the double yellow. So you can see just how well these guys hold that inside line. And even in the corners, just keeps it nice and smooth. You don't see as much bobbing and weaving as we saw in the Pro-Am series. That's because most of these guys are racing on the wheel. We saw a lot more controller racing going on. As now we see a jump to the high side from the 44, a field filler. And now the 78, you see everybody jump to the high side again, is now field filler will assume the point. We're going to see this about 20 more times tonight, but we love seeing it anyways. Portal doesn't want to sit in line. He's going to jump to the inside and make it a 2-line race. But now, that high line just had so much momentum, the inside lane didn't really stand a chance, but the 47 is not done trying to make moves. Portal jumping to the outside. We see guards get squirrely coming out of turn number 4. Everybody keeps it straight, though. Portal doing everything he can to improve his running position. But as we see now, the 78 dropping his position from first all the way back to 6th. That's how quick it happens here at Talladega. B-Man, that's awesome. Can't wait to hear more about it, brother. But right now, though, oh, contact! The 47 of Portal and the 50 is Shack Attack. Down the backstretch. If that was a corner, that would have been a way different outcome. But because it was on the straightaway, both drivers able to keep it straight and keep it moving forward. And Portal actually able to improve his position. Meanwhile, Shack Attack getting left on the outside. Now through 15 laps here at Talladega. Now we see Alvin getting shuffled out of line. And now getting helped by the 50th Shack Attack as they're going to try and work their way up. The 24 Black Cross right in front of them, and they also have the 5 car. What you might see here too is you might see that 5 car drop back like you're seeing them do right now and form that second group. Although now as we go back to the front, 1-9 doesn't want to sit in line. Oh, that was a rhyme. Look at me. But unfortunately, though, 2 cars is not going to cut it on that outside. And now you see the 47 of Portal jump up there just in time for 1-9 to dip back to the inside. Now the question is, can that second group of cars get back to the leaders here? What that second group wants to see is the front pack goes side by side and have a 3x3. That would definitely help them be able to close that gap. Right now, we're actually seeing them spread apart and not go double file. But that's why you see the 79 and the 11 of Hamlin and the 47 of Portal go to the high side. This is exactly what that second group needs. It needs the lead pack to keep fighting it out, slowing down their momentum so that way they can just run them back. But right now, the 79 doing a really good job of holding that outside line right now is ahead of the 44 and currently back in the lead. Down the back straightaway they go as the 78 has cleared the 44 and will duck back to the inside to assume the race lead. The 47 of Portal ducks underneath the 11 of Hamlin and will take away that 5th place spot. Ooh, and there comes the 11 of Hamlin. This could be the start of the green flag pit stops, but this is not what you want to see on a track like Talladega. When you come down pit road, you at least want to have one person with you. You don't want to be solo, because you're just going to be that much slower when you come out of pit road. But now, just waiting to see who's going to be next. It's looking like 78, the 6 of Kari are dipping to the inside, showing that they're going to be coming down this time by. I think you might also see the 5 of Parley come down with them. Oh, excuse me. And you do. Here they come. The 44 of Field Filler and the 7 of Showtime Flash. Gonna stay out. Meanwhile, the entire rest of the field comes down pit road. So you got the 11 of Hamlin, the 44 and the 7 all out on track right now. Everybody else coming in for that green flag pit stop. Now Hamlin has already come down for his. The 44 and the 7 still need to make their stop. And it's good, though, that they stayed together. But what we saw on the green flag pit stops on Saturday is that you could come down right on the guy's bumper, but when you come out, there could be a whole second gap between the two. Right now, Hamlin is going to come out at the tail end of all the drivers who came down. As you see the 50 of Shack Attack. This is what happens on pit road. He came down with right on the bumper of all the other cars, but he is on an island by himself right now. As now we see, the 47 of Portal get a little loose. Trying to get back to the bottom. Makes slight contact with the 24 of Black Cross. As you can see now, 19mm is all by his lonesome out here in the lead. But that will not be like that for long here at Talladega. Those guys will be on him, I'm guessing. Entrance to turn 1, turn 2. Maybe exit of turn 2. It's not going to take that long especially going through these corners with that drafting help. Is now Showtime Flash. Is now being shown as your race leader. We are on lap number 20. Here at Talladega, we have 10 laps to go. I might have gotten the green flags pit stops mixed up because they did say it was 2-1-2. But I could have also misheard, or my memory's acting up. That's probably what's going on. But as of right now, the 7 of Showtime Flash is your race leader. But it's a group of 2 against a group of 5. So those 2 will not be by themselves for long. So now you see the 47 of Portal. Jumps to the outside. Takes Elvin Priest with him. Elvin now up to P2. They're having a little bit of a rough go at it here in stage 1, but right now, sitting in the second spot with the 6 of MFF Kari and the 24 of Black Cross behind him. Now we have about 9 laps to go. Here in stage number 1. So now you're starting to see the 78, the 7, and the 44 starting to back off, trying to form that run if they can get it down the back straightaways. Now you're going to see the 78 jump to the high side. That's exactly what you see. The 44, the 7 go with him, and he will catapult himself into the lead, but unfortunately not able to clear the 47 of Portal. Now the question is, can that group of 3 be able to hold that momentum on the high side? They got to stay locked together if they're going to do it. But I think 4 against 3 is just a losing battle. They gave it a shot. Almost worked for the 78 of 19. But I think it was just a little bit too late down the back straightaway. If they were able to do it about right here, coming out of turn 2 and had that run, I think they would have been able to clear the 47, or at least 19 would have been able to. And he would have been shuffled to the race lead. But 4 against 3, always lose. It's Portal right now. Parley currently sitting right here in 10th. Still early though. Be able to make up that spot is Hamlin and Shack Attack. Back here in 8th and 9th. Aw. Thank you, NASCAR. It's the best part about having ADHD. You just learn how to keep talking. But right now, here we are with about 6 laps to go. Here in stage number 1, the 78 starting to try and form that run on the outside. The inside line getting a little squirrely, but unfortunately unable to link up well on that outside line. They're going to drop back in line here on the bottom as we continue to ride on the rear cam of the 42 of Elvin Priest. And Elvin's been kind of an anomaly here in these playoffs. He's been really good as of late, been running in the front, but he has just been struck with bad luck here in the round 1 of these playoffs. He'll be all set to make it through to the round of 8, but man, has he not had the first round he was expecting. You know, we go back to Charlotte, had a really good run going, and then had good green flag pit stops, worked his way up from the back to the front, was in position to win that race at the end, but unfortunately, spin on that last green flag pit stop ended his race. Then you see New Hampshire getting caught up in a lot of business and a lot of drivers. and then unable to capitalize at his home track, a track where he is so good at. And then at the end of that, announces he will be retiring from Phantom Racing at the end of this season. A very nice tribute. And all that jazz. And yes, that is the 47 of Portal Guy that is leading this field around. As now you're seeing the 24 starting to fall back with that group of three. This could really change things. Going forward as Portal saw the run coming. The 24 gets loose. The 47 makes a block and their car's in the wall. Oh, the 47 makes a block, and now everybody leaves him out to dry on the outside. He makes a block. The 24 tried to get the run going on the outside. Tried to make that third lane, but there was not enough room. Cars beating, banging down the backstretch, and you see what you see. The field now very spread out, as that is the 5-car Parley ahead of this lead pack. The last thing Parley wants to do is go a lap down, but I don't think he's really got a choice here, as we now have 2 laps to go in stage number 1. And who's leading right now? The 42 of Elvin Priest, as the 5-car Parley will duck it below the double yellow to make sure he's well out of the way of this lead pack. And we'll jump back in, and we'll be 1 lap down. Not what we thought we'd see from that 5-car. Normally, a consistent front runner runs in the top 3 at every race, but that's the thing with Talladega. You may be good at other tracks, but you got to be great at this one. As now we see the 7 of Showtime Flash. It's up with the group of 4. Ooh, the 44 not clear there. The 78 having to back off to let him back in line, as Elvin doesn't want to sit in line. Unfortunately, though, doesn't get a good jump to the outside. Kari jumps up a little too late and gets underneath the rear quarter panel and not able to get on his bumper. But now, as you can see in front of us, it's a group of 2 against a group of 4. So Showtime Flash, as we are on the white flag lap here at Dega. This is for the stage win. The 7 of Showtime with a run to the outside. He's not going to block it. The 78. The 47. 3 wide for the stage win, but it's going to be the 78 of 19 millimeter. And just like that, that's the thing with Talladega 2, is that start-finish line does not happen in the middle of the tri-oval. It happens in the middle of the tri-oval and turn 1. That little bit of gap kept the 7 from winning that stage. If it was like Daytona, it would have been Showtime Flash who won that stage. But this time it's the 78 of 19 millimeter. 19 coming off of a really good run over at New Hampshire, qualified really good. As now we're going to take a shout out to the sponsors here while we got a minute. Going to give a shout out to MFF Motorsports, Chris's Auto and Towing LLC, J Pace Racing, Everything NASCAR, Firelinks Racing Network, The Super Squad, ESMN, Everything Stop Motion Network, Redline Racing with Mac Attack, FTR Racing League, North American Racing Series, MinutePeach.com, and Flash 9 Fitness Program, baby. Go lick them trees. As now we get ready to go back green flag racing here at Talladega with the 78 of 19. Gonna lead them to green. We're starting to see potential lag showers coming over turn 1. potentially down the back straightaway. We're not going to ride on board with the cars because that is just not in the cards for right now. And that would take a minute to run a lap with not me talking, so that way you can hear these guys run around this 2.5 mile oval. But with these lag showers right now, I think we're just gonna listen to me talk about it for a bit. But right now, it's 78 of 19 millimeter. And MFF Kari in first and second. The 24 Black Cross riding in third. Oh boy, the lag showers becoming increasingly. I think it's just me though. Yeah, it is looking fine on Parley, so. Oh. I think it's just my screen, so. Let me just check something real quick here. Well, unfortunately, I cannot back out and rejoin this because I do not have another invite. So, unfortunately, we just got to kind of ride this out. But it looks like they're starting to work itself out, except for, the 6 of MFF Kari. I do not, unfortunately, have multiple invites. I believe I did at one point, but I do not now. So, right now, though, it is the 78 of 19 still out front here of this showery Talladega stream right now. Apologize again for the little bit of lag here. Wish there was something I could do about it. I'm trying to figure out a little bit of something I could do. But, and now you're seeing, though, Hamlin jumping up to that outside line. 47 of Porto decides to not stay with him. Very good. See? Glad I got you guys. See, I'm not alone up here. We're not alone up here, but right now, though, the 5 of Kari able to actually work himself back up here in the front package. Now you see Showtime Flash, the 44 and the 50, all get shuffled out to the back. As Black Cross, I don't know if that's just me seeing that, but it looks like Black Cross might actually be out of this one, unless I'm seeing something, unless anybody seeing something different. I'm looking on Parley's stream right now. I do not see Black Cross on the track. Right now, though, 21 laps to go. And it's been mostly the 78 car. And it's been mostly, yeah, I do believe Black Cross might have had engine failure. We've seen it before here at Talladega. That damage he probably took in the crash probably dented in that radiator, caused the engine to overheat. So unfortunately, Blackcross, after coming off of a stellar win at New Hampshire, will not be finishing this one here at Talladega. See, I think I have other invites, but I don't want to back out and check because I'm afraid I won't be able to get back in. And now, though, we're starting to see the 42 of Elvin Priest now jumps out to the race lead. Starting to wonder if I do take the chance back out of this race to try and rejoin to see if that helps. Well, I don't want to do that because Elvin's having a good run. But right now, it's actually Parley now getting himself out to that race lead. The 78 of 1-9 works himself back over to P2. The 6 of MFF Kari in tow behind him. Now, you see that front 6 or 7 really start to kind of fade away from this back 3 here. All right, I'm starting to think we just kind of go for it here. Right now, though, you lap number 11 here, stage number 2. Parley. I know, right? You know what? We're gonna take a shot. We're gonna take a shot at it because even I can't take that anymore. Oh boy. And unfortunately, I am actually unable to get back in. Not what you want to see. 'Cause I might have to. I did, and I had 2 party invites, but I didn't see that it said that they were expired. This is the downside. Yeah, at least it's an MRM broadcast, at least until the end of stage number 2. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen for another 15 laps. Because right now, the not MFF car. 5 of Parley still continues to be your race leaders. I'm going to work to find a way back in. Ah. All right, we're sending the message out to Parley. Hopefully we can be able to get back in here. As right now, though, green flag pit stops are underway. And the 42 of Elvin Priest will come out, as your race leader. I think it will be until the end of stage number 2 that we get that invite back into the lobby. As unfortunately we had lag showers. We tried to make an audible and it did not pay off. The hard part about being in the booth by yourself is having to make a decision like that on the fly, but hopefully one of these guys is good on the trigger finger. As right now we have 13 laps to go and still one more pit stop to go here through these green flag pit stops. Is right now the leader will be in second. The 5 is in third. Now the 44 getting shuffled out. The 7 of Showtime Flash will assume the lead. Parley will move into second. I believe that's the 6 car that's on his bumper right now. 12 laps to go here in stage number 2. Right now, I will just kind of flash over the driver that is currently out in the lead. "11 laps to go here in stage number 2 as Showtime Flash continues to show the way around this 2.5-mile track. Once again, I want to apologize to everybody that was watching the stream or is currently watching the stream. Fortunately, had lag showers. Tried to back out and rejoin. It did not pay off as now the 5 car gets shuffled out, and it is the 6 of MFF Kari that is there to fill his spot. And so isn't the rest of the field. The 78, 47, 44, the 42 all go by as now the 5 car of Parley will drop back to the inside line and resume running in that 7th spot. But the 7 of Showtime Flash will continue to lead them around as we now have 10 laps to go in stage number 2. Everybody riding pretty safe and sound on the bottom. Nobody really jumping around. Fortunately for the 5, he just got a little bit loose through turns 3 and 4. Had to jump out of line. Able to get back in, though. Didn't lose the lead draft. Able to get back in 7th. I'm like side praying for like a sneaky invite from somebody, but Unfortunately, unless there's somebody riding solo, which I think there might be, but I don't know if they would be able to. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. I think I might have found a backdoor trick. And I did! Oh, we're back in business, baby! We're getting back in. I just remembered there was a backdoor trick, and we are back in business. Getting back in the lobby. I wish I'd thought of this sooner. I can't believe that I didn't. But now, we're back live at Talladega. And now, we see that Showtime Flash is still currently your race leader. With the 6 car of Kari. Out in the race lead, the 78 in third. The 47 of Portal riding in the 4th spot. As now we seem to have cleared away the lag showers and are able to get you back to green flag racing. As now we're going to take this time to let you listen to these cars go around this 2.5 mile oval. As I say that, I accidentally hit the power button. Might be. There we go. Accidentally pressed the wrong button. My bad. Now you see, though, that 78, sorry, of 1-9. And the 47 of Portal. Shoot to the outside down the backstretch and take away the race lead. As now we have about, I believe it's 5 laps to go. 6 laps to go, sorry. In stage number 2. Again, I cannot apologize enough for what happened during this stream. Embarrassing. But unfortunately, again, it's what happens when you're in the booth by yourself. You can't really bail yourself out. And I didn't want to have you guys watch that lag racing around here, so I made an audible. Took me a while to get us back in, but hey, we're back in. Everything's back normal again. The only thing I can say is that I am sorry. And Elvin and Portal, please forgive me. Or not Portal, Parley. But right now, though, this 78... doing a very good job of leading them around. He's having a really good run, like we said, or like I said earlier. This 78's been really coming on strong here as this first round of the playoffs has gone on. He's been really continuing to improve, stay consistent. He's been running up front, like I said earlier. Had a really good run in New Hampshire, qualified on the pole, and now, as you see, is continuing to lead laps here at Talladega. And right now, 10 cars in this field. And you only see 6 cars in this lead pack. As you're starting to see them get a little bit more spread out. By a little bit, I mean by a lot, as now we see Hamlin slow down the back straight. To see from a guy coming out of retirement, getting to run his car, or the car he wants. but not the run we wanted to see out of him. And Shack Attack running all by his lonesome as well, but luckily we're coming down to the end of this stage, so the field will re-rack, and they'll be able to get back running with the leaders here. But right now, see the 6 of MFF Kari going to try and get people to come with him to the outside, and no takers available. Kari will drop to the tail end of that lead pack as we now have 4 laps to go here in stage number 2. Some of these drivers are cutting it real close on their fuel. On who will be able to make it to the end of the stage or who will be running on fumes. Excuse me. Right now, it's all about when do you make that move and who's going to go with you when you make that move. 1-9 doing a really good job. And how about this 47 of Portal riding here in P2? Jumped in here late. Got a quick setup in. And right now is running in second spot. An absolutely great run from Portal. But as he's starting to drop back, you can see the rest of that lead pack is starting to leave. That 78 all by his lonesome as we come to the white flag here in stage number 1. Here comes the 7 of Showtime to the outside, and there is just a lowly 1.9 millimeter out there in the lead. All he can do is drop to the bottom. As now we are on that white flag lap here in stage number 2, but the question is, when will that second move happen? That was the first move to get Flash to the lead. Now remember, we still have just about 3/4 of a lap to go. As now you see the 5-car Parley jump to that outside. The 42 tried to go with him, couldn't get up there. The 5 of Parley gets a little bit of draft off the 50, jumps back in front of Elvin in third. Oh, they get a little squirrely on the bottom as they fall behind. We're going to ride with the 7 to watch this move happen. Here comes the 5. No takers. The 7 goes up for the block, expecting the run. Nobody goes with him. And it's the 44 of Field Filler that'll take away stage 2. Again, if this were Daytona, Showtime Flash would have won that stage. But because 44 Field Filler. As now we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors, and I feel like I should say sorry at the end of this. I seriously feel really bad about this whole stream cutting out stuff, but we're making the most of it now as we want to give a shout out to MFF Motorsports, Chris's Auto and Towing LLC, J Pace Racing, Everything NASCAR, Firelinks Racing Network, The Super Squad, ESMN, ESMN, Everything Stop Motion Network, Mark Mac Attack, FTR Racing League, North American Racing Series, and MinaPeach.com. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this series. As we look to give you guys a good finish here. As now it's the 44 and the 42 going to lead him to green. We're back green flag racing here at Talladega. And unfortunately, we got the lag showers again. But I know how to fix it this time. So if we have to back out, I know how to get back in. Let me just double check here real quick. All right, give me one sec. I know I can get back in this time, guys. I know for certain I can get us back in here as quickly as I got us out. Now as we hop back in, still can't believe I forgot about that cheat code, but it looks like and of course, just like every broadcast, it looks like, nope, never mind. I was in a different part of the stream. I thought we'd missed a caution, but nope. We are all set now as we get ready to jump back in here. As the 44 takes over the race lead from the 42. Everything looking back normal again. It is the 44. A field filler leading him around. The 7 of Showtime Flash. The 78 of 19. The 5 of Parley and the 47 of Portal. That is your top 5 as they run currently. Right now, everybody running pretty single file. You're starting to see the 50 and the 11 riding in the back, looking to stay in the draft, but stay out of trouble. Running around this 2.5 mile oval. Now you're seeing Hamlin having a little bit of trouble. Trying to stay with that lead draft. He's able to keep with it, though, so we're hopefully going to see him continue to run up front. Or at least in this lead pack, as the top 5, or this whole lead pack has not changed at all this lap. Right now, waiting to see that first round of green flag pit stops. Probably not going to come at this point. Probably going to be about another 10 laps within, if not sooner, that they will come down to make that first pit. That'll be somewhere towards the last 10 laps that you're going to see that second round. But everybody's staying pretty single file. Everybody wants to make it to the end of this race. That is the key to Talladega is, can you be there at the end? Everybody doing a good job of keeping their cars clean. We did have the wreck on lap number 3, but after that, it's been pretty docile, to say the least. We've had a lot of lead changes, a lot of side-by-side battling, but now you see the 44 get jumped out of line, and will shuffle to the back of this line, and now Showtime Flash will be your race leader. As they run down the backstretch. The 78 moves up to P2. Parley moves himself to 3rd. Portal up to 4th, and MFF Kari will move himself into the top 5. That's the problem, too, with these drafting tracks, is if your car gets loose, you're going to jump that thing to the outside and drop all the way to the back of this line. And with nobody to help you, you will drop fast as a rock in water. Well, I mean, we got a lot of newish names, a lot of Pro Series drivers like MFF Kari, Portal guy in here running very well too, as they're both running inside the top 5 as they run with the point